Mikey Mike. We like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh God, Ba'ashem, God. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect brothers throughout the four corners of the earth, teaching the word in sincerity and truth. Right now, we're here at the Georgia Guidestones. If you look around, you know, out here in Alberton, Georgia, to give out some information on these stones, you know, getting into the elites, they new world order, things that's rolling out in these last days that's happening. Because one of the protocols, when you go into the protocols of the learned elders of Zion, they tell you that one of the things that the elites must do is tell the people the truth. You know what I'm saying? Whether they hide it in movies, whether they hide it on Billboard magazine, or hide it way out in the country like this. Because these stones is not like in the middle of Atlanta where everybody could see them. You know what I'm saying? You have to like drive way out in the country, you know, to get this information. You know what I'm saying? And bear witness to this. So and it's kind of good too, because if someone who's not into the truth, or the Lord says, seeking you shall find. You know what I'm saying? So someone who's not into the truth or not into these things, not going to really drive way out here to see this. You know, we surrounded by enemies. We behind enemy lines, you know. There's hella Edomites out here, racist devils and so on out here, you know. But look, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, we actually made the trip, you know, to come out here to show the edification on these Guidestones. So with that being said, we're going to, Brother Mahar, we're going to start off with an introduction to this.
All right, Con, I'm going ahead and read this verbatim. It reads, the Georgia Guidestones. It gives an overview of how this monument or this Guidestones, how they were set up, the history. It says, the story of the Georgia Guidestones began in June 1979 when a stranger identified as Mr. Christian.
Yeah, and when you check out 1979, it's all spiritual. They all sixes. June, it's the 6th month, not according to the truth, but according to this setup. June is the 6th month. 9 upside down is 6. 9 upside down is 6, and 1 minus 7. That's 6. So when you check it out, it's 6, 6, 6. It's 4 sixes. But we know Esau, you know, he played with those sixes, you know. So that's a heavy date. You know, like March 9th, 1933, they did a lot of things. March 9 is 6, 19, 1, 9 is 6, and 33. 3 plus 3 is 6. You know what I'm saying? So they play, we know these devils, you know, they play with numbers, you know. So finish, you can go ahead and finish.
The story of Georgia Guidestones began in June 1979 when a stranger identified as Mr. Christian.
Right, it says what? A stranger. It says what? It says what? A stranger. You know what I'm saying? Why do it say a stranger? You know, because these devils try to stay hidden. Give me Psalm 64. You know, 64 1, Baba Kushah. Yeah. Identified as what? Mr. Christian. You know?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 64. Psalms chapter 64, verse 1. It says, hear my voice, O Most High, and my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right, and the secret counsel of the wicked is, you know what I'm saying? That's who basically set this whole bullshit up. You know what I'm saying? The elites, the so-called Illuminati. You know, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Bilderbergers, and
Ivanhoe.
the Ivanhoe, and so on, you know. So it says what? hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Right.
You know, because what this new world order we want to be protected from. When judgment come down and Jacob's trouble and the destruction come, we want to be protected from. We want to be shielded from. You know, we don't.
It says, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the purpose.
Right. So in secret. So a lot of they things they tell you is shot in secret. This is a whole secret area. You know. You know, it's nothing around here. But what they telling you what they want to do in secret, because one of the rules of one of the protocols of the learned elders of Zion is you must tell the public the truth. So a lot of their truth is released through different outlets, through the media, you know, whether it's the Georgia Guidestones, you know, whether it's entertainment, whether it's a lot of truth is released through movies, you know what I'm saying, billboards, different magazines, different cartoons, like The Simpsons, that release a lot of unhidden things, you know. So these devils must tell you the truth, but really it's the Most High having mercy. You know what I'm saying? You can find that for me on Seek and You Shall Find.
And if I may, you know, they just the same way that they gotta tell you the truth. You know, on the left hand side, the Lord, Dr. Elder said, he has mercy because he's showing you the truth on the right hand side, which is the righteous side. You know, that's why he put his men on the highways and hedges and to come do work like this, while to warn the people, you know, our people. But they gotta tell you their plans, what they're doing. That's why they put up stones like this and everything like that. You know?
That's right. And even the scripture say the king's heart is in the hands of the Most High.
That's right, bro.
He leads the king's heart, just like it says in Job, when deep sleep falls upon men, he seals in instruction. So they're in the trick bag. They think they self-will, but the Most High is just using them to perform his work on the left-hand side.
That's right.
This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 7.
Right.
Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and ye shall find.
Right.
Knock and it shall be opened unto you.
Right, and that's what we doing. We knocking on the door of the Most High, you know. Hey, the Most High knock on our door, you know, and he so what? We seeking this thing. These stones had to be searched and seeked out. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not in your average city.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they isolated from the general public. Because the elites, they seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, man.
That's right.
You know? So read that. Finish that Psalm 64. Bible Kashab.
Oh, hold on. Start at verse 4 again. The book of Psalms, chapter 64, starting at verse 4 again. It says that they may shoot in secret at the purpose. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
Yeah, because what a lot of things that these elites doing, the general public, you know, don't know that the elites doing it. That's why when we call Esau the devil, you know what I mean, they don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't.
It says they encourage themselves in an evil, Salaki, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily.
Yeah, this is a snare. This is a trap, that new world order. You know, we don't.
It says they commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
Right, they do a diligent search, man. You know, they say what? The children of light, you know, they are wiser than Daniel. You know, so they do and they search out and they seek, you know what I mean, a diligent search. You know, on the left-hand side, read on.
It says, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded.
Yeah, suddenly shall they be wounded. So the Most High is shooting back at them with his arrow. First, what? With this truth, man. Give me 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. You know, so the Most High is shooting back at them with this truth. You know, and that's why they being wounded, because the prophets is out throughout the four corners of the earth, spiritually tearing this place down. Then he gonna get the physical nuclear arrows and he gonna burn this place down physically. But right now it's being done spiritually. Give me that 2 and 3.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, and it reads, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all."
That man of sin be revealed. See, they trying to hide themselves. When it says what? In 79, when a stranger identified as Mr. Christian. You know what I'm saying? Because then it also says right here, what it says, remain anonymous. Yeah, which to remain.
Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and read.
Yeah, you could read it further.
Continuing on, when a stranger identified as Mr. Christian, later R.C. Christian visited Joel H. Finley Sr., president of Elberton Granite Finishing Company, and indicated that he represented a group of loyal Americans living outside the state of Georgia.
Is that good? Check that for him.
Yeah, I'm good. It said that he indicated that he represented a group of loyal Americans living outside the state of Georgia who wanted to build a monument focused on the theme of conservation. Mr. Christian, who had assumed a pseudonym because he was a Christian, named Wyatt C. Martin, president of the Granite City Bank, as an intermediary to hold funds in escrow for the project, explaining that the Guidestone group, which wished to remain anonymous forever,
which is that's the elite. See, they trying to remain anonymous forever. But anybody with any sense in their damn head would know this is orchestrated by the elites, man. You know? But it says that they wish to remain anonymous forever, you know?
Had selected Georgia because of its excellent granite, mild climate, and the heritage of his great-grandmother as a native Georgian. Christian agreed to Martin's request to locate the monument in Elbert County if there were a suitable remote site for it, which they found on a hillside that is the highest point in Elbert County, on the farm of Mildred and Wayne Mullinex, north of Elberton on Highway 77.
Right, and that's what 77 deals with the number completely sealed. You know what I'm saying? So this off of this highway, you know, off of the highway with this date through the vibration of Satan, you know, they want to completely seal what they new world order, man. You know? But finish that Psalm 64. Hold on.
7. This is Psalm chapter 64, verse 7. It says, "But the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded."
Right, and that's that truth. You know, so get that arrow that he gonna shoot at them with. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3.
Continuing on, this is 2 Thessalonians.
Bring it back from the top, Bible.
And verse 3, it reads, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition."
Right, the son of perdition, which is who? The Edomites. Even in that, I forget the name of it. Why did I get married? It was a movie with Morris Chestnut. I forget the name of it. But the Edomite in there, because he had Nia Long played in it, and he was dating. It was an Edomite dating Nia Long. I forgot. I
can't remember the name.
I forgot what the name of it. Talk right quick.
All right, matter of fact,
I want to get that point. It was two of them made.
Just to bring out a little edification, they call himself Mr. Christian, right? So that's what these Edomites, they heavy into Christianity. So when they came over here, what did they do? They forced Christianity on our people, you know? So it's no coincidence that he calls himself Mr. Christian, you know? So it's no coincidence why he called himself Mr. Christian, all right? And that's
yeah, and then the movie Salaka with the movie The Best Man, right? Yeah, because you gotta grab our voice, because we ain't loud, you know. In the movie, The Best Man, the Edomite that was dating Nia Long, they was all talking. He was like, "Yeah, I'm the white guy, the son of," he said, "the white man, the son of perdition." You know what I'm saying? So what? The son, the son of perdition be revealed. Read on. There's more meat on that bone. Don't
This is
seal
2
that up.
Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, continuing on. And it reads, let no man deceive you by any means, so that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
Yeah, he opposes, and this is about what? The exaltation of, he trying to rule over, he think his rulership is going to continue forever, man.
That's right.
You know, so he trying to exalt himself over the will of the Most High, which is to bring the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. You know, and these stones also, when you check them out, goes into the Tower of Babel. You know what I'm saying? That's where all the different nations was gathered together, trying to reach up unto heaven. You know, so you know, read on.
Who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Right, and that's what these stones is about, you know, because the Most High wrote the 10 Commandments on stones, and they wrote what? Their commandments on stones, which is what opposite of the Most High, which is also blasphemous and making mockery of Yahweh. You know, so these devils got a lot to pay for.
And the reason why they did that, because they actually think that they're God, man.
That's right.
You know, they think they're above the Most High, like they think they're above the Creator. You know, and that's how wicked they are. But with this society, the people look at them as being that. That's why they whitewashed all the images and put their image up there. You know? Exactly.
Iconoclast.
Continuing on, Finley's company carved a 6-part monument from pyramid blue granite. The Georgia Mullinucks, north of Elberton County on Highway 77, Salakia. The Georgia Guidestones consist of 4 granite megaliths set in a paddle wheel arrangement around a central stone, which is surmounted by a flat capstone, measuring 19 1/4 feet in height at its highest peak.
Yeah, so when you check this out, that's 2 6s again. 9, 4 plus 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. You know?
Measuring 19 1/4 feet in height at its highest peak. The stone group measures 17 1/3 feet in width, and the diameter is 65 feet. The overall weight of 51 cubic feet of granite used is 2,307.
Hold up, right here, 951, that's 2 6s. You know?
The overall weight of the 951 cubic feet of granite used is 237,746 pounds.
Right.
A ground marker west of the Guidestone provides additional data and covers a buried time capsule. Each of the 4 sides of the capstone features a statement of cautionary guidance to mankind.
And remember the movie, what was that, The Knowing? With Nicolas Cage, they had picked up the time capsule. You know what I'm saying? And when she was continuing world catastrophic event, right? You know what I'm saying? With Nicolas Cage and Knowing, a lot of people forgot about them. They're not old, but the minds of the people, I mean, their attention span is so short. Something 5 years ago could be considered old.
That's right.
I mean, movies like 2012 or Knowing, but it was actually The Knowing when they buried and picked up that time capsule.
That's right.
With all of them dates of different catastrophic events that'll be happening. So these devils, they showing you, you know, through their movies and actually burying the time capsule here to show you, you know.
I got a quick research. This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 1. It says, you shall make you no idols nor graven image, neither rear ye up a standing image, neither shall ye set up any image of stone in your land to bow down unto it. For I am Yahweh Shem Yahshua power. And that's what they did right there. They set up an image of stone, and, you know, and they basically worship. That's their guideline. So they worship and all that, man. You know, their words and all that.
That's right. It says, a ground marker west of the Guidestones provides additional data and covers a buried time capsule. Each of the 4 sides of the capstone feature the statement of cautionary guidance to humankind, translated into Babylonian cuneiform, classical Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphs to let thee
And check it out. The first one was what? Babylon.
Right.
That's the head one.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because what
Nimrod.
happened going back to Nimrod in the Tower of Babel. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new under the sun. Then it says what? Babylon. Keep that in mind because we're going to touch on this a lot deeper. But it says Babylon, right? Classical Greek. Sanskrit, that's Elam, East Indian. Which was who? The Persians. And it says Egyptian hieroglyphs. But when you check it out, Babylon was when you go into Daniel, the second chapter was the head. Then the Persians conquered the Babylonians. Then the Greeks conquered the Persians. You know, then the Egyptians was, wasn't in, but what? Rome came afterwards. And America is what? Modern day Rome. So really when you check it out, that's this is that statue. Then it's what? 4 stones. I'm saying going into what? The 4 corners of the earth. Really it's 6 stones if you check it out. It's 4, it's 1 in the middle and 1 on the top. So that's 6. I mean when you check it out. But going into that statue, and then you had what? The Babylonians. After the Babylonians ruled, the Persians took over. Darius, Xerxes. Yeah, right. Then after the Persians, you had Alexander the Greek. He took over. Then after that, Rome, which is modern day Egypt, modern day Babylon, and all of that. You know. So basically, also through the spirit, this is what the Tower of Babel, and this is also that statue that was erected.
Beautiful, brother.
But only thing they missed is what? The stone, the real stone that came out from the heavens and smoked the image on your feet. And broke that whole statue into pieces. You know, so finish up.
It says, the stones are translated into Babylonian cuneiform, classical Greek, Sanskrit, and Egyptian hieroglyphs to let these be guidelines to reason. Below the guidelines are carved into the 8 faces of the 4 outer stones in English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, Chinese, and Russian. In English, the guidelines specify the following.
Well, we're going to get into that, right? So we're going to stop at
If
this.
I
You
could
got something to say?
Yeah, real quick. Because it says something about the 8, right? That number, that's what just jumped out at me. Because you had, I think it was what, 7 nations in the beginning, but America wasn't mentioned. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, America would come out of it.
He is the 8.
Yeah.
But it's other stuff.
So America would be that 8.
Done right here. We're going to go on the far end to the